I used to get a lot of messages like, oh Stella, are your kids citizen? I want to come to the UK while I'm pregnant so that I'll give birth in the UK and my kids will be citizen like yours. So if you're watching this, are you pregnant? Are you planning to come to the UK pregnant? Do you want your kids to be UK citizen? If yes, then all you need to do is
you'll be living your good life. Catch a glimpse from the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see now.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please do not forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love, thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So on this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So in today's video guys, for those of you asking me this question, in fact I used to get a lot of questions on that, and some persons used to even think that my daughter is a citizen. Okay, in today's video we're going to be discussing all of that in today's video. But one thing I want to tell you for sure is that training a child or bringing up a kid in this Western world is never easy. I like to talk about this because I feel this is one of the challenges so many parents face. And you will see things online, and when people post these things online, they'll be like, why is she posting this? Why is she doing this? Honestly, training a child in the Western world is never easy. And you know, the annoying part of this is that at the end of the day, they will tell you that the mother did not train her well, or they'll be like, it's lack of home training, or they'll be like, it's the parents' fault, or it's the father's fault. You know, they'll start blaming one or two persons, but at the end of the day, we're going to just do our best as a parent. Anyways, that's by the way. For those of you always asking me these questions, are your kids citizen, or I'm coming to the UK pregnant because I want my child to be citizen. Sometimes I get questions like this, I'll be like, I don't even know what to say because it's funny. And even some person will be like, Stella, you're such a lucky person. Look at your kids are now citizens. I'll just be laughing. Sometimes I'm telling them how. Like they'll be like, hey, now I gave birth to your kids in the UK. Now let me tell you, in case if you're planning to come to the UK, thinking when you give birth here in the UK, your child will become a citizen. Listen and listen very carefully. Your child can only be a citizen if, let's read this together. It says, will a child born in the UK automatically get a British citizenship? A baby born in the UK does not automatically acquire British citizenship. Being born in the UK no longer confers British nationality as of the 1981 British National Act implementation. Depending on the circumstances of the parents, children born in the UK may obtain a nationality. So now from this article, you're going to see it says from 1981. So yes, in the past, a child born in the UK automatically, becomes a citizen. So in 1981, they stopped it. So if a child is born in the UK after 1981, it's not automatically a British citizen, except there's some exemption. So now, if you know anyone, like anybody in your country, like me, I'm a Nigerian, I've seen people who their parents gave birth to them in the olden days, like long time ago, and they don't even have citizenship as at that time. Some of them just came here to study, and after study they went back and they gave birth here. Some of them now are coming to the UK to normalize, to get their British citizenship, and yes, they're entitled to that. I've seen some parents have done that. Even my friend, I don't know if her mom will want to join me on this channel one of these days, so that like I'll interview her and she'll tell me all the things she did, because her mom gave birth to her here in the UK. She never had any British passport. She has been using Nigerian passport. For those of you that don't know, yes, I'm a Nigerian. So of recent she got her British citizenship, and all her children had the same thing, and all of these children based on say like her mom is a citizen, automatically becomes a citizen. So her mom gave birth to her here. I don't know if it's in 1950 or 1960s or 70s or 80s. I don't know when exactly, but it's definitely before 1981. And then with what is happening in Nigeria, I mean, if they give birth to you here, it's time for you to claim your right. It's time for you to come to the UK. If they gave birth to you here, and you want to stay in the UK, come to the UK and claim your citizenship. Honestly, that is just the truth. So if any child was born before the 1981, yes, they are automatically citizen. And yes, some persons are beginning to come to claim their citizenship here in the UK. And guess what? When you claim your citizen, all these benefits people are getting, you get it. Housing benefit, all the benefit. You're not working, you get benefit. You want to go to school, you get the benefit. You're going to school, they'll still pay you for going to school. You get all of that. So if you have any family member, uncles, aunties that that they gave birth to them here in the UK, in you know, that year before the 1981, they can claim their citizenship. So as for me and my kids, it's a long story. We're going to talk about that and all the things I have been doing and all the hustling I've been hustling on these children. In fact, at this point, I don't even stress myself. Anyways, we're still going to talk about that. So under it says, ways getting British citizenship. It's either a child's mother or father is a British citizen at the moment of his birth, or if one of the following applies, the child will immediately receive British nationality. Either the mother or the father of the child has established residency in the UK, which indicate that they have either received indefinite leave to remain or settlement status under the EU settlement scheme. And under it, it says again, British citizenship, the exemption. Please take note that if these requirements are not complete at the time of birth, the child will not immediately receive British citizenship. If a kid born in the UK but does not already have British citizenship, they should apply for visas as a dependent using the same process as their parents used. In this situation, the youngest shouldn't leave the UK until a British passport or UK immigration paperwork is proceed. The child may not apply British citizenship if one of both parents get British citizenship or establish residency in the country while the child is still a minor and present in there. So you can see that if one of the parents are not citizen, it's not possible for your child to be a citizen. All this I'm saying is after the 1981, is it 1981? Yes, all of this stuff. So yes, at the moment, if you give birth here in the UK and one of the parents are not citizen, your child is not automatically a British citizen. And for those of you that don't know, in case if you don't know, my husband is a full Nigerian from Enugu State, and me personally, I'm also a Nigerian. So yes, my child is not a citizen. Yes. Okay. After I gave birth to them here in the UK, they only gave me what's it called, you know, the birth certificate. So they are citizen by birth. That's what you're going to see on the on their birth certificate. They are British, not British. I mean. Yeah, citizen by birth. So citizen by birth does not mean that if they are sending me away, they are sending me with my own kids. So let's say I'm going to Nigeria now. Obviously, they will go with Nigerian passport, just like me going back to Nigeria. I'm going with Nigerian passport. And for those of you asking me, are my kids citizen and all of that, how when will they become citizen? In the past, I've always asked questions. To be honest, if you're already in the UK, I don't know about other people, but me personally, like, there was a time this immigration lawyer, like I have spent a lot on this immigration lawyer. At a point I said, no, Stella, all of these are online. It's just for you to Google, make research, you know, read, and you find answers to whatever you're looking for. You will find the answers. But it's true that sometimes we look for immigration lawyer to, you know, for clarification. We just want somebody to tell us something. That's just the truth. So that's why we all pay for immigration lawyers. So there was a time we're having a little bit issue here and there, and I had to, like, you know, keep paying for different solicitors. So if I pay for this one, and then I had just my daughter. Yeah, and to be honest, I was told that, like, in fact, you get different people's opinion. Even when you're having conversation with friends, this one will say, oh, I went to this solicitor, or I mean, like, this lawyer, the same thing, solicitor, lawyer. They'll be like, I went to this lawyer and this person said this and that one. Some say, don't know, after 5 years, your child will become a citizen. It's not true. Some will say after 7 years. The truth is that even me, sometimes I get confused. At this point, I don't even want to stress myself. So when they are 7 years old, they can get their LR. And when they get their LR, which is the indefinite leave to remain, you can also stay with them as their parents. So that is what I know. And I think you can check that online too. Honestly, at this point, I don't even want to stress myself with different solicitors. And if you're planning to, like, you know, settle in the UK, I think you should not even stress yourself about I know that it's normal for us to think about, oh, when are we going to become a citizen, when are we going, you know, it's just normal things to think about that for the future of our kids, especially with what's happening. I don't know about other people's country, but everybody wants a better life for their kids, isn't it? One thing I know for sure is that if your child live here in the UK for 10 years, they will definitely get British passport. Yes, they'll become British national. And if you go online, read, you see all of that. You watching me, the same thing goes to you. That is if your husband or your wife is not a British citizen. So if one parent is a British citizen, so obviously the child will become a citizen. So like, say for me now, if I'm a British citizen and I give birth here, well, my child will become a British citizen, like from me, because I'm their mom, isn't it? So that is just how it works. So you giving birth here in the UK, or you plan to come to the UK pregnant, your child is just like you. you don't want to deport you, they will deport you and your wife. So you watching me, I'm not an immigration lawyer, I am not a solicitor, I'm just nothing. I'm just like you watching me. All we do is to make research, watch online, read articles, read, you know, just make research. Anyway, Google is there for you to read and understand better. One thing I know is that if a child born in the UK lived for up to 7 years, that the child can stay in the UK under the Human Rights Act, so which is the indefinite leave to remain in the UK. And as soon as your child gets the indefinite leave to remain at 7, you as a parent also have the right to stay with your child in the UK. Yes, that is it. That does not mean your child is a citizen, but at least the child can stay in the UK. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So for me, my kids are just citizen by birth. Honestly, there was a time in my life there I spend the money. Like, I spend money. If this solicitor tell me this one, I'll say no, I want to go and confirm from this one. So if you're that kind of person, don't even spend your money. Don't even waste your money on all these lawyers, honestly speaking. Just, you know, check your phone, Google, and know all of that. But just zero your mind that if you give birth here in the UK, your child is not a citizen. But you know that birth certificate, with your birth certificate, your child can do anything they want to do, like go to school, you know, just, you know, get the little thing, even if you don't have the passport. So for example, I'm just using an example, their birth certificate cover up everything. So even if I'm registering her in school, I'll use her birth certificate to do anything she wants to do in school. In fact, anywhere she's going in the UK, I'll use her birth certificate without using Nigerian passport. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. I just feel the need to make this video because I've been getting some requests on this question. People telling me, oh, they're coming pregnant, is my baby citizen, and all of that. But these days I'm getting all of that. I feel like, is it that lots of pregnant women are coming to the UK or what? Honestly speaking, if you're coming to UK pregnant, just be prepared for your own battle, because you face the reality of life when you come to the UK and give birth. Because I mean, I've experienced that. So as a mom, I'm going to tell you that you just have to be strong. But if say you're coming to the UK on ground that immediately you give birth in the UK, your child will be citizen, it's not true. Honestly speaking, it's not true. I don't know if they still do that in the US, because I could remember there was a time they were saying, oh, there was time they said they would stop issuing citizenship by birth. But I don't know, I'm not in US and I don't really read much about the US, but I just know there was a time they said that. But if you're looking into, you know, citizenship, I think you should consider US or Google about it if they still do that in the US. So if they still do that, at least after giving birth in the US, you know your child is a citizen. But in this UK is a no, they don't do any of that. One of the parents must be a citizen. So say if you're coming under tier 2 visa, after the 5 years you get your indefinite leave, you're okay, you're still okay. Honestly speaking, for me, I feel like it's still okay. There's not much different from, you know, citizen. At least you've got your right to live in the UK, you've got, you know, you're just okay. For me, you're okay before you know you to get your citizenship. So for now, stop thinking about the citizenship, just work and get your indefinite leave. Because if you get your indefinite leave, you can do anything you want to do, you can travel around the world, you're just okay. That's what I feel like you're just okay if you get your indefinite leave to remain. And before you know it, I mean, it's 10 years, you get your British passport. So I just feel like they need to make this video because I feel like it's one of the common questions I get these days. If, you know, giving birth in the UK make your child a citizen, or how will my baby become a citizen? Please tell me. Me personally, my child is not a citizen. So if you're watching me, my baby is not a citizen. So we are all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat. So just don't think about that for now. Anyways, that is it for today's video. If you have any question or if you have any contribution to this video, leave it on the comment section. I know some persons will go through the comment section and, you know, read all of that and tell me what are your thoughts on this citizenship by birth instead of giving a child automatic citizenship. Just share it on the comment section, your thoughts on all of that. Anyways, with this, we've come to the end of today's video. If you find this video informative and interesting, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.